Hello and happy birthday, my Leos, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I am reading for August 17th through the 23rd. I have done my overview of exciting times. It's an interesting read. There's a lot of positive news there, so please go watch that. I am on Rumble, YouTube, and TikTok, so for entertainment purposes only. And as always, remember that I have prayed, meditated, infused the decks with Reiki energy, but these are general readings, may or may not resonate. So take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. I just feel like I have to say, Maria's husband, you need to lift your vibrations up. Things are shifting, and a lot of times, and this is for a lot of other Leos that might be feeling a little bit down. Remember that my other little thing that I like to say, I know I have all my little sayings, but you must be doing something right. You've got the devil so uptight. So please, please keep your vibrations up. When I'm telling you to stay shining at the end of the day, at the end of the video, when I'm telling you God loves you, that you are blessed, these are very true statements. But you have to have faith in that. You have to believe in that. And I know sometimes it can be very hard. I have been there. I have been there where I did not know where my mortgage payment was going to come, and it was due the next day. Miracles do happen, okay? So just have faith. Keep believing. You are here. All of you are here for a purpose. And you wouldn't be, I'm not the most popular person, YouTuber that's doing this. So you wouldn't be following me if there wasn't a reason for you to follow. So please keep fighting the good fight. Okay. So anyway, we do have a new moon in Virgo coming up. We are switching over to Virgo energy, the 22nd. And the new moon in Virgo on the 23rd says, trust, all will be well. Okay? Trust. Trust is what is needed, especially now. New moons bring about new phases. So trust. And a lot of times I see things that while we are having our season right now, because I am also a Leo, there is a preparation and a lot of, and we go through a lot of this downloads, uploads, all this cleansing. And we have Leo has a lot of stuff going through its sign. And then as we get ready, as we go into that stabler, nice and stable, stabler, Virgo energy, that's when we can start running. Okay? Okay, so prepare to run. Prepare to succeed. Preparation to meet opportunity. All right, let's see. Michael. And that's for whoever needed to hear that message, especially Maria's husband. Okay, here we go. There we go. Say, Michael, what do you want for Leos? What do you want to tell Leos? Reverse, this is strong. Embrace this magical moment. So there is magic in the air. And remember to keep your words very, very positive and to keep the buts out of your sentences, okay? Do not speak ill of yourself. Do not speak ill of others. Do not put anything that is dark or negative into the energies, okay? Into the universe. Here we go. Embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. And that word allow is very, very important because there's so many times that, we will say, oh, this is what's going to happen. I really feel it, but not today. You know what? Stop the buts. Okay, no buts. No buts. No buts allowed. Okay, you embrace this magical moment. Okay, let's go on here now and see what else for this week for Leos. What else for this week for Leos? Here we go. Leos. What do you want to say to Leos? What do you want to say to Leos? Our lions and lionesses. Stand strong. Stand in faith. You are a leader. People look up to you. They see what you're doing. If you're going to lead, you need to show them what a leader is. Okay, here we go. First card. the Knight of Earth. Now, I love the Knight of Earth. Now, my favorite is the Knight of Fire. I will let you know about that. But the Knight of Earth is somebody that takes care of business. He makes his plans. So the Knight directional, they're directional. Once they figure out where they're going to go, that's where they're going to go. Earth energy, well, Knight's also court card has underlying energy of fire, which is your sign, passionate, burning, determined. Overlying energy is this Earth, money, job, career. Virgo, so something, like I said, something maybe around the 22nd, or actually, the energies don't just shift like a light switch. It's kind of like a dimmer. So it could be happening as we lead up to Virgo season 2. So there is this Earth energy. The Knight of Earth says, okay, you know what you want to do, right? Make a goal. Make a goal. Make a goal that is so crazy that it scares the bejeebies out of you, okay? Make a goal, a good goal, not a bad goal, a positive goal. Make a goal, and then, put it on paper, put it down. And then just a couple of things on what you're going to do each day or each week to go towards that. Be adventurous, my Leos. So the Knight of Earth does kind of that. He looks down. He knows what he wants. He knows where he's going to go. And now he just has to figure out his plan. You don't have to do it all in one day. You don't have to do it all in 1 week. The best, and I should probably do this myself. The best time was when I made a whole bunch of goals and I plastered it on the refrigerator, with magnets. And every day I would look at it. Every day. And I would say, this is what's going to happen. Now, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't put like a timeline. I may have done that, but I should have probably have done that. It would have happened a little earlier. But I will tell you, everything I wanted came true. Okay, it came. Not necessarily, like I said, not necessarily yes tomorrow or whatever, but I think if Leos, if you do this, I'll do this too, and we'll enter into Virgo season with this new list. So anyway, make a goal, make a plan, be wild in your goals, do something that's going to scare you, so something that would be amazing, and then just keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it, and do a couple of things a week to go towards that goal. Anyway, loyal, dedicated, proactive, apprehensive. Plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details. Wait for perfect timing. A guardian angel or someone who watches over you. So make a plan, make a goal. Next card is reversed. So we have 5 of water. 5 is about change. 5 of cups. Change could be positive. It could be negative. It could, it could just be change in general. That's that's net neutral per se. All of change can be very stressful, though. Even if it's positive, positive change can be one of the most stressful things around. Now, this is connected to Shamuel. Archangel Shamuel is connected to the tower energy of the major arcana. That's when you feel like your foundation is about to crumble. You feel like everything is, everything's about to come down. Now, the part about this is when the foundation, if the foundation has crumbled, it is showing you that you're going to have the moment, you're going to have the time where you can create a better foundation. The 5 of cups, the 5 of water is kind of like, it was rough. It was emotional. It had to happen. It had to happen this way so something more, something better could be built upon that foundation. You can't build cathedrals on a shaky or a shifting foundation. Okay, so it's where you were building, and now it's like this can even free you. So it had to happen because things were going to shift. Now again, too, that could be, is that a new moon? It could be definitely that new moon. Focusing, what you're doing is you're focusing on the negative. Things are not turning out the way you anticipated. Forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. Look for the hidden blessings. And I have seen that many times in my life. So, okay, let's go on to the next, reversed. So it's a good week. And then it's a good week to make some decisions. Some decisions. We have a 2, crossroads choices, decision time. Air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. What did I say? Was it Venus? Yeah, Venus will be going into Libra, not this week, but the next week over. Okay? It's connect to Heniel. It's connect to the moon energy. Okay? Major Arcana moon, where things you don't know. See, part of it is we want to know. We want to have it all laid out. When we're doing our planning, we want everything to be so structured that we do not have any room for change in itself, too. You know, we're very rigid in what we want, okay? So what the part of this is, it's not, yeah, I mean, we can try to control our environment. We can try to control our own reactions. We can try that. But we're not going to be able to control everyone else. So things will not necessarily go as what we want. It does not necessarily go as how we planned it. But again, I will tell you, you know, you give it to God, God will make wonderful things out of this. Okay. So Heniel, being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy. Pretending there is no problem, overanalyzing a situation. And many times, what is the saying? Paralysis by analysis. You know what you need to do. Stop. Just stop. Stop, breathe, pray, move forward. Okay, so now we're going to do our angel tarot cards. Let's see. Here we go. What else? What else do we want to do? Yeah, so, you know, I guess the thing about this is make your goals, but, you know, plan for nothing, plan for everything, plan for success, give it to God. You know, it all comes down to that, doesn't it? So here we go. All right. One card. Oh, and there's the one card. It is reversed. Balance. Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel is of the violet light. 14, so we have a 10 to the 4, transitioning to stability and organization. Now the thing about the balance card, the temperance card, is there is a little bit of give and take. It can't all be our way. Okay, I know that's so hard, but it can't be all our way. It's not even going to be the way we necessarily think. And when we can really break through the concrete, the rigid walls that are in our thought processes, it's amazing how much freedom and how far you can go, my Leos. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. So there's things that are shifting, things are changing. Yeah, I kind of have to, you know, you have to make some decisions. You have to change a little bit of your thought processes too. A lot of the things, you know, there are things where you can go back and say, well, if I would have made this decision, it would have been different, and that could be very, very true. We made the choices that we thought we could do at that time, and sometimes we're a little bit lazy lions. So, you know, we may have chosen an easier way instead of fighting. Well, you know what? Learn from that, let go, forgive yourself, forgive whoever else, and then move forward with it, because there is a lot more to come. Okay, so let's go on here to my crystal energy. Let's see what we might have with our crystal energy. So it is a good week to plan. It is a good week to set goals. It is a good week to have a little introspection too. It is a good week to work on regaining your balance, and that could be very much spiritual balance too. Maybe even physical balance. You know, we tend to get a little bit, again, lazy lions with our physicality. Okay, so what would be good for Leos to carry, wear? Selenite. Selenite is very purifying. It is very good for moon energy also. Now, you do not, if you're going to recharge outside, please put it in a plastic bag because it is salt-based and it could melt, or you could get some pitting. Psychic insight, blessings, fidelity, deep connections. So, selenite. Okay, so now I told you, what did the moon say? The new moon said, trust all will be well. The week that we are in here, the 17th to the 23rd, is leading up to that new moon. New starts. What moon card would be good for Leos also? Here we go. Reversed. Okay, Aries. First quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. Leos are extremely powerful signs, powerful energies. Believe that. Trust that. Anyway, my Leos, whoa, big stuff. This is your last week for your birthday from me until next year. May we all be together again next year. Also, we're entering, it's really kind of getting exciting. Even though we feel it all, we feel all these changes and we want to see it a little bit more. I do feel I have more hope in the future than I have for a long time. And I think I'm a fairly hopeful person. Anyway, my Leos, please watch the video, Exciting Changes, right? Something like that. Do the, the likes, the shares, all of that stuff. You know what to do. Keep me coming back. Let's boost some of the membership up a little bit. That'd be my goal, okay? As always, though, my Leos, always know that you are loved. Stay shining. Be blessed. Thank you and bye-bye.